Bottom of the eighth. Nationals 3, Orioles 3. New pitcher for Washington. It's Jorge Lopez. He's appeared in 20 games this year and ERA at 7.58. 19 innings pitched. Whip at 137, opponent batting average at 274. His K-to-9 rates at 6.2. First batter he'll face in Baltimore's heart of the order is Ryan Mountcastle, the first baseman. He is the second hitter tonight in Baltimore's lineup. He's 1 for 4. We're all tied at 3 after James Wood hit a 2-out home run in the top of the 8th to tie things at 3.
And yet is 5-0.
And here we go. Lopez the righty to Mountcastle the righty. Righty, first pitch. Mountcastle fouls it off.
Chases a sinker for strike 1. Jose A. Ferrer when an inning struck out 2 on 20 pitches, 13 strikes. Lopez pitching for a second straight day. He's the 5th Nationals reliever of a game that is somehow, someway tied. James Wood with an RBI single and a
0-1 delivery from Lopez, and Mountcastle swings at it again and fouls it off yet again. It's quickly 0-2 on him.
With 1 out, Kenzie Gore struck out 7 Mullins or Mateo. Gore gave up 10 hits and 2 walks in 3 2/3, but struck out 9 and only allowed 2 earned runs.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's down.
Kenzie Gore tonight joined Phil Niekro July of 1974 as the only pitchers in Major League history to allow 10 hits and no more than 2 runs in a start with fewer than 4.
Mountcastle fouls off another pitch. He stays alive.
Another one for you. Noah Syndergaard, 2015. Mackenzie Gore tonight. The only
warming up in the bullpen for the Orioles is the closer Felix Bautista. He'll get the 9th.
In a start of 4 or fewer innings. Just a bizarre night. The Orioles have so many chances. They haven't cashed in on most of them. They're 4 for 14 runners in scoring position. They've left 13.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mountcastle swings and misses at the changeup below the zone, and Lopez is a strikeout to begin the inning. And now Adley steps up to the dish.
He could be a tough customer. Again, it's high velocity fastball. You got to get your foot down, and you got to be able to catch up to high velocity. When he bends that little changeup in there, especially at that location.
Adley's had a hell of a night, 3 for 4. And he takes a curveball outside for ball 1.
Has ever faced Ray Lopez.
A double, 2 singles, and a run scored for Adley tonight.
In 2022.
And he again sits on the curveball that doesn't catch the zone. It's quickly 2 balls and no strikes on Adley.
So Adley's probably thinking, I know what I call for Jorge Lopez on 2-0 in a 3-3 game.
Delivery 2-0. Inside sinker gets the call. 2-1.
In there, 2-1.
Really nice pitch there from Jorge Lopez.
Lopez with the Orioles parts of 4 years, 20 to 23. Adley for 2 of those.
And it's 3-1. Fastball outside. Lopez starting to lose Adley here.
Another 3-ball count for the well-traveled Lopez.
Ramon Laureano on deck for the Orioles.
Second worst in the
Here's
league.
the 3-1 offering. Adley hits a fly ball to center field, and Nunez tracks it and makes the catch. 2 outs.
3-1 flyout.
And now Ramon Laureano steps up to the plate. Batting cleanup. He's playing in left tonight for Baltimore, and he is 3 for 3. Perfect at the plate tonight. With a double, 2 singles, RBI, scored a run, and he got hit by a pitch.
2 singles and hit by pitches last time up.
And he swings and misses at a slider that was right down the middle. It's 0-1.
First start as a cleanup hitter this year, may not be his last. He does have a home run against Lopez in his career.
Slider in the dirt.
3 against him.
Ball and a strike now to count.
Home run came 4 years ago when Lopez was in this ballpark against Jorge Lopez.
Swing and a miss. Strike two. Curveball that had a lot of break on it, and Laureano could not hold back. And he calls time immediately.
That was a stretch hit.
2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Game still tied at 3.
The next week, Laureano hit 4 home runs.
Lopez trying to keep it that way heading into the 9th inning.
Now they're very happy.
Here's the payoff pitch. And Laureano hits a ground ball, charging it, oh, and dropping it is Jose Tena. And Ramon Laureano.
It's almost like he's got a toaster in his glove tonight. Every time the ball hits it there, it just kicks out. It's a trampoline
Is
or a
aboard.
toaster in there, one or the other.
And this is not an easy play, but it's just been a night where Jose Tena's had to do a lot, and he hasn't come up.
And now Ryan O'Hearn to the plate.
For the Orioles.
After Tena had the ball pop out of his glove. That was a routine play. Probably was going to throw him out, but it popped out of his glove. As a curveball taken for a strike, 0-1 on O'Hearn. And they're going to give Ramon Laureano a hit. That's his 4th career 4-hit game, first
Same month where he
since
the Orioles.
close to 4 years ago. O'Hearn into left field, base hit. And now the Orioles got something cooking against Jorge Lopez. Laureano stops at second. O'Hearn with a 2-out single. And now Ramon Arias to the plate.
Love this approach again.
Trying to give the O's the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. After they had the lead before James hit a homer to center for Washington. Now here's Ramon Arias, who's walked, hit a sac fly, and has struck out twice.
Every single time.
Both looking. And Arias fouls the first pitch back. It's 0-1.
I genuinely don't know if I've ever seen an Oriole bat 5 times with 12 runners on base. He struck out, he's walked. He struck out, he has a sac fly.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. A slider at the corner of the zone, and Arias couldn't get the bat at it. And this is what the Orioles have done tonight. Runners in scoring position, 4 for 14. They have left 13 men on base.
0-2.
Might be 2 more here. Instead, it's a slider that can't find the zone. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Arias.
2 walks and a sac fly with runners in scoring position. 7 productive plate appearances, which somehow has resulted in 3 runs.
Another 1-2 offering. And a ground ball right at Tena. He'll throw it to second, and that'll do it. We head to the 9th inning. All tied at 3. The Orioles have left 15 men on base. Let's see if Felix Bautista can throw a shutdown inning in the top of the 9th. We'll be right back from Baltimore. Welcome to the 9th inning. Nationals 3, Orioles 3. Felix Bautista replaces Keegan Aiken, and he'll try and throw a shutdown inning here in the 9th inning. He's appeared in 12 games this year, 7 saves on 7 opportunities, ERA at 2.25 in 12 innings, opponent batting average at 143, K-to-9 rate at 11.3, walk-to-9 rate at 4.5. He's only given up 1 bomb this year. Felix Bautista doing Felix Bautista things. Got a new right fielder. O'Hearn's done. Heston is over there in right.
Kirstad has taken over for Ryan O'Hearn in right.
And the first batter that Bautista will have to face is the young right fielder for the Nationals, Dylan Cruz.
Dylan Cruz, the batter, is going to lead off the Nationals' 9th.
Sinker outside to start things off.
Got on that.
Ball
Just
1.
reading the body language earlier during that weird at-bat for Ryan O'Hearn, looked like something jumped up, grabbed him on the right side of his neck, kind of shaking it off after that. So it is what you want to pay attention to, especially moving forward in the series. Also to look at is Heston Kjerstad under that sleeve.
Sinker up high, quickly 2 balls and no strikes on
that
Cruz.
tough hit by pitch just a couple days ago, and they said it was still not feeling great.
That's a good one. Now here's the swing earlier in the game where O'Hearn twisted his neck. Scott Barrett came out to check
offering. Cruz fouls it back.
I think Kjerstad is a little bit
And
more
it's
of an
2-1 now the
than
count.
O'Hearn, but it would not necessarily be a perfect time for a defensive replacement. You look at the bottom of the ninth, Jorge Mateo's due up third. That probably would be a Kjerstad pinch hit spot if not for this move. Hurt is out.
2-1 offering. Bautista is starting to lose Cruz. Slider up high. It's 3 balls, 1 strike now on Dylan Cruz.
Scratched, and then the backup catcher, Maverick Hammer. They have their 7, 8, 9, and have their 6,
on
7,
deck.
8. And there's 3, 3,
Here's the 3-1 pitch to Cruz.
Pitch.
And it's down and away, ball 4. Leadoff walk for the Nationals, Dylan Cruz.
Major base stealing threat going down to first.
Going to first, and he could wreak some havoc here on the base paths. And I'll just say this again. Leadoff walks, never good. Especially
Think about a pitch out or not want to waste the ball.
when it's a fast
It
run.
wouldn't be a bad idea.
Here's Jose Tena to the plate. He's hitless. Cruz is going on the first pitch. Here's the throw from Adley, and Cruz is safe. Oh, he lost. Oh, no. He fell off the bag, and he's out. Mateo kept the tag on Cruz, who slid off the bag, and he gets caught stealing, even though he had the bag sealed up. Oh man, that is unfortunate for Dylan Cruz. Just slid off, and Jorge Mateo kept the tag on him.
Just showing him the way to center field.
2-0 now on Tena.
Remember just a few innings ago, George had a
As
chance
Felix
to
Bautista
fly
started
the
to have
tag, and he pulled up
some
the
trouble
right
throwing
back.
some strikes.
That time he learned.
5 balls, 1 strike. Or actually, no. 6 balls and 1 strike so far. It's 7 pitches for Bautista here in this outing.
1 out in the ninth.
That's the one
It's
thing about
3-0 now on
the
Tena.
hands, but it's harder to grab the
Bautista
bag.
cannot find the strike zone at the moment, and the Nationals, after losing
Hard to
Dylan
handle.
Cruz on the base paths, they might get Jose Tena
It's Cruz
on
still
there
got
right
it
away.
easily.
3-0 delivery, and it's ball 4, a 4-pitch walk for Jose Tena, and the Nationals have another base runner on.
So Tena is aboard now, and the Nationals get the
And here
base
comes a
runner
quick
back.
mound visit for the Orioles.
Heather Rutschman to the mound, where Mateo will come in as well.
Luis Garcia Jr., the second baseman,
Bautista's just pitched so
8-hitter for
frequently this year
Washington,
because the Orioles have not had a lot
will
of
be at the plate
opportunities.
as soon as this mound visit
The
ends.
Orioles have 15 wins. And so the good part about that is they haven't had to worry about throwing Felix a lot, but you'd rather be in the spots where you have to figure it out and winning games. So he's had a lot of games with 3, 4, 5 days of rest. He's on 4 days rest today.
And I know Tena's only got 1 stolen base, but I wouldn't be shocked if he's taken off too.
Slightly above average.
Check over at first.
Bautista
Tena gets back in time.
Sprint speed is a few ticks above the major league average. Last year he stole 6. Batter is Garcia. Not going.
Sinker that misses again.
92.
1-0 now on Luis Garcia.
Did that register as a fastball?
Yeah. That's really weird. Unless it was just a slow pitch out. Trying to sort of slice
And there's a
it.
square that catches the zone. It's 1-1 now. The count. Pitch.
Quick to the plate
Up high.
again. 86 is up and away.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, Bautista's doing a good job. Quick pitch that one. Time before that he held, and then pitched. And as a pitcher, that's all
Tena
you
at
can do.
first is the
Get in a
go-ahead
consistent
run.
pattern of going towards home plate.
2-1 delivery. Long pause. Here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball. Playable. Fire over to first. They get the out. At first, 2 outs.
On that side.
Tena moves up in the scoring position.
Tena is over to second.
Urias makes the
With
play
2 outs now, and Nasim Nunez
to get Garcia to ground out.
Nice play right here by him.
And now the 9-hitter for the Nationals.
Just a perfect little Mountcastle conversion.
Nasim Nunez to the plate.
Nunez, the 9-hitter.
Here's the first pitch, and it's an inside sinker, ball 1.
The Orioles do not have a walk-off win this year.
Nasim Nunez has walked, stolen the base, and scored a run, trying to drive in the go-ahead run here. With Tanya at second, 2 outs. Here's the 1-0 delivery, and it's fouled back.
Nunez 0 for 2 with a long fly.
Bautista looks over at second for a long time. Now delivers, and it's a splitter that just ran off the plate. 2-1.
Nunez struck out with runners at second and third. Doing
Kyle Finnegan, the Nationals closer, will get the bottom of the ninth.
Kyle Finnegan, the closer for the Nats.
As he's warming up in the bullpen, 2-1 pitch. Nunez fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs, and a runner at second. Bautista trying to end things here.
5 strikes to 4 batters.
Here's the payoff pitch. Nunez ground ball, playable. They make the throw over to Bautista. Nunez is safe. Fly over at home. Tanya safe. The Nationals have the lead.
He threw it into the camera well. He fell asleep at first. The Nationals have the lead.
And Nunez is being moved up to second as Bautista threw the ball out of play.
Foot race over here at first base.
Oh, man. Bautista underestimated Nunez's speed.
Bautista thought he got him. He forgot about the runner. Runner scores all the way to second base, and the Nats have taken 1
And Tanya was easily safe as it looked like Felix Bautista had a brain fart and forgot about Jose Tanya. And the Nationals all of a sudden have a 4-3 lead.
Gerardo Parra just screaming at first. He's waving at Tana.
And now the leadoff man for the Nationals, CJ, to the plate. And he takes an inside sinker for ball 1.
Infield single. E1. And the Orioles are going to need a 9th inning comeback of at least 1.
Low pitch. High fly ball to center field. Backing up is Seti. He makes the catch. And the Nationals, on one of the most hustle plays on the year by Nasim Nunez, have taken the lead 4-3. And we'll head to the bottom of the ninth where Kyle Finnegan gets the bottom of the Orioles order.
No one will tell you what went wrong.
Bottom of the ninth. Nationals in the lead, 4-3. After Nasim Nunez's infield single that Felix Bautista got caught napping on.
You quickly touch the bag, you turn around and you check the runner. And Bautista thought he had the runner over at first base.
The Nationals were down 3-2, entering the top of the 8th inning. They tie the game thanks to James Wood hitting a homer to center. And then in the top of the ninth, they get the infield single from Nunez. And they take the lead, and now Kyle Finnegan will come on to try and shut things down here. 13 saves on 15 opportunities in 16 games, 2.87 ERA in 15.2 innings, going batting average at 254, K to 9 rate 9.2, walk to 9 rate at 4, and Finnegan has not given up a homer this year. Here's Jackson Holiday. He's had a nice night, 2 for 4.
Holiday, Mullins, and then Mateo Dua. but he gets on Henderson.
High velocity fastball on average about
First pitch from
96,
Finnegan to Holiday
190 off of that
is a
fastball.
strike right down the middle.
Well, the splitter has been hit hard this year. He drops it in for strike
Sir
one
Anthony
there.
Dominguez, just in case this game heads into extras, will warm up
Pretty much 2-pitch mix.
in the bullpen.
Fastball splitter.
0-1 delivery from Finnegan. Holiday shoots it
Splitter
foul.
went to him. A couple of elevated splitters. Finnegan stays in front. Orioles have left 15 base runners tonight. Pretty shy of a 9-inning franchise record.
0-2 pitch. Holiday ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Leadoff single for Jackson Holiday. And the Orioles will send up the game-winning run to the plate
What a difference a year makes, huh?
after a huge leadoff single from Jackson Holiday.
2 singles and a double and an RBI just for one.
That got right past Kyle Finnegan. And now Seti to the plate. He's hitless tonight.
Rally caps are on. And Cedric
Let's see what he
Mullins
can do here.
has a
Back-to-back lefties that the righty Finnegan will face.
to win it.
Here's the first pitch. And it's a fastball that just missed.
Finnegan, no
Ball
slide
one.
step at all, man. He ain't giving up anything. It is a big high leg kick.
Holiday is fast. He can steal bases. Over at first. 1-0 delivery, and Mullins takes a fastball for a
You're
strike.
thinking about running on Kyle Finnegan. It's usually a good idea. In his career, opposing base stealers are 40 out of 44.
And we talked about Ruiz, the catcher, right? He's allowed the most stolen bases in baseball the last 3 years.
1-1 delivery. Mullins takes
1-1 to Cedric.
a fastball up high.
Boy, if you can pick the right pitch, you don't know when it's coming. But that
2-1.
splitter, a lot of times he'll bounce that splitter, he'll get it in the dirt.
Finnegan, an all-star closer a season ago, trying to lock this down for the Nats. Mullins hoping to
2-1
spoil the
delivery
night.
from Seti, and it's
Takes ball
a
three.
splitter inside. 3-1 the count now on Cedric. And Jorge Mateo
Mateo's
waits
in
on
the
deck.
circle. Cedric Mullins is at the plate. 5 career walk-offs. 1
3-1.
career walk-off home run.
The
3-1
delivery
pitch.
down the middle. The count is full.
Down the heart.
All right, a lot going on here. A lot could happen here. Could get a splitter down.
And now Jackson Holiday
And Jackson
will most
very
likely be
well
running.
taken off for first base.
Big full count pitch. No one out, bottom of the ninth, runner at first. And a check over at first. Holiday gets back in time.
Definitely leaning a little bit. Another one of those 3-2 counts, KB, you were talking about. Can the Orioles win a 3-2?
Here we go.
Jackson's definitely got a bigger lead here.
Full count pitch right here. Holiday's going right down the middle. Strike 3. And they got Holiday. Double play.
He's out at second. Mullins took a fastball perfectly down the heart. The Orioles are down to their final out, though they will challenge.
And the tag was on Jackson's helmet, is what it looked like to me. The question is, did the arm get in there or not?
Baltimore's challenging the outlaw at second base.
Brandon Hyde is challenging the out call. And here we go. Kabert
Center cut fastball.
throws it down right to CJ, and yeah, he's out.
Right there, and I think he's out.
Throw gets there. He's out.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out. Brandon Hyde's going to lose the
Only thing I
challenge.
can think of then is that Cedric Mullins must have been looking
So
for
the Nationals are down to their final out.
More hittable
And
pitches.
it'll be their 9-hitter.
Test drive a new Hyundai today, only at your local Hyundai dealer. And the Orioles are going to be down to their final out. And a game where they've had maybe more opportunities than they've had the entire year since opening day in Toronto.
was confirmed. A strike him out, throw him out, double play. And the Orioles are down to their final out, and they'll pinch hit here. Emmanuel Rivera will be Baltimore's last hope.
Shake off a lot of tough losses this year. Try to at least. This would be a particularly bitter pill. 15 runners stranded. Some critical miscues defensively and on the mound. And the game is in the hands of Rivera off the
First
bench.
pitch to the 9-hitter Rivera, who's pinch hitting, is a fastball at the knee, strike one.
Just hoping to give Gunnar Henderson a shot in the on-deck circle.
Emmanuel Rivera has had a good career pinch hitting, batting average over 300. Trying to extend things to Gunnar. Slider in the other batter's box and in the dirt. And the count is tied at 1.
Bases left loaded in the first, third, and fourth. 2 runners left on base in the 6th and 8th. 1 in the 2nd and 5th. Only 1, 2, 3 inning was the 7th.
1-1 delivery from Finnegan. Rivera fouls it off, and the Orioles are down to their final strike.
Against the league's second worst bullpen, it's a unit with a 6.75 run average.
This is for the win.
The 1-2.
The pitch in the other batter's box, and the count is now tied at 2.
Cal Finnegan had thrown 5 sliders all year. He's thrown 2 here, trying to get rid of Emmanuel Rivera. Orioles down to their final strike.
2-2 pitch. Just outside. Big leap take from Rivera, and the count is full.
Another 3-2 count.
Oh, man. A full count pitch to either keep the game alive or end things.
Counts to attack, counts to get on base.
And here it is. Rivera hits a fly ball to center field. This should do it. Nunez is there to make the catch. And the Nationals come back and win 4-3 in Baltimore. And the man who makes the final out is the man who gets the Nationals the win on an infield single. What a night for Nasim Nunez. See y'all later. Ariel. Peace.
Yeah,